So, how's everyone doing tonight? Good? Great. Well, my name is Rhonda Welch, and I am the chair of this AAPG Student Chapters Committee. And I want to take this opportunity to welcome each and every one of you to San Antonio and to the AAPG SEPM student reception tonight. I want everyone to just go ahead and keep getting food and being in the bar line and what have you, but we're going to go ahead and get started with tonight's program. Before I do that, I want to point out that just in case there's any sort of emergency, the exit door is located over here on our right. We would go through a couple doors, and then there's a stairwell on our right once we get out there, and we would just go down that to exit. I would also like to thank ExxonMobil for being the very generous sponsor of tonight's reception. So let's all give them a round of applause. AAPG is also very fortunate to have many companies other than ExxonMobil sponsoring different student-related programs, and the slideshow that's going over to my left over here lists who some of those companies are and what they are sponsoring. I also want all the students that are in here tonight to notice that one of the sponsorships is for student membership, and that is being sponsored by Chevron right now. So any student that's in here that's not go Chevron. But any student in here that is not already a member of AAPG should stop by the Chevron booth sometime during the next couple days and fill out the membership. It's completely free, and everyone that's a student should be a member of AAPG. So just to give you an idea of how things are going to run tonight, we're going to start off with a few of the traditional awards, like the best poster presentation, best student chapters, things like that. Then we're going to take a very short break and move on to the Imperial Barrel Award. So the first thing that I would like to do is introduce Steve May, who is the Chief Research Geoscientist for ExxonMobil. And as I pointed out before, they're the company that was kind enough to support and sponsor this wonderful reception tonight.
Thank you. I just wanted to say welcome on behalf of ExxonMobil. It's certainly our pleasure to sponsor this activity. I was going to go into a speech about how important it is for you all to network and to talk to us that are in the industry and how exciting these times are in industry right now, but I think that's kind of obvious just from the buzz in the room and the way people are talking to each other. So I just wanted to make one point, and I think the real reason why I was asked to show up tonight, and that was to convince the bartenders that the bar is a free bar, so don't pay for any of your drinks, okay? Thanks very much.
Okay. Thanks, Steve. The next thing that we're going to do is have some people from SEPM come up to give the welcome and to present some of the SEPM awards. And it looks like Mary Krause, who is the president of SEPM, is going to come up and do that. Thank you. And is it just you?
It's just me.
Okay, great.
So I'm Mary Krause from SEPM. I know none of you really want to hear from me because what you do want to do is drink and eat. So I will make my comments brief. Let me repeat the thank you to ExxonMobil for the generosity. This is a terrific party every year, and ExxonMobil is really to be thanked for that. SEPM would also like to thank ConocoPhillips for funding students at Bruce Hart's 3D Seismic Interpretation for Geologists course. And we'd also like to thank ExxonMobil for funding the Graduate Student Sequence Stratigraphy course, which hopefully many of you attended. SEPM provides a number of student grants I don't know if they're going to show. I guess they're not going to show. How many SEPM students who received a research award are present? Could each of you stand? Everybody else is standing, so we couldn't see them anyway. I could read the names, but again, I don't think it's probably worthwhile with all the noise and the desire to eat and do everything else. Let me just comment, though, that we do have several named awards. The Robert and Ruth Weimer grants, there were 8 students who received that, a John Sanders grant, and then 3 Gerald Friedman grants. SEPM also has a number of student award poster sessions where students received travel grants for that. Those were kindly provided by Mobile, so we thank Mobile for that support. So I hope you all have a great evening. Thank you.
Okay, I know that there's a lot going on here right now, but we're getting a lot of feedback, so if everyone could try to just be a little bit more quiet while we're going through these next few presentations, because we're going to be handing out some awards, we would really appreciate that. Thank you so very much. The next person that I would like to invite up onto the stage is Sue Waters. She is the operations manager for the Americas for Shell, and she's going to be handing out the Best Poster Presentation Award from this morning's session.
Well, it's my pleasure to be here tonight on behalf of Shell to present the Best Poster Awards. The poster session was really incredible. There were 15 students, and they all did an outstanding job. I know it was a tough job for the judges to determine the best, but there has to be. I'll start out with the third place winner. The third place winner gets a check tonight of $500. Their university also receives a check of $500 from Shell. The winning paper is Levee Asymmetry in Deepwater Channel Bend, example from the Isaac Formation, Southern Canada, Caldera. This is Zishan Khan, University of Ottawa. If he'd come forward. Congratulations. Second place, poster award. The paper was Towards a More Refined Lower Miocene Calcareous Nanofossil Biostratigraphy in the Gulf of Mexico. The winner is Brandy Harkins, University of Nebraska-Lincoln. Finally, the one that everyone's been interested in, first place award. The winner receives a check for $1,500 and their university receives the same amount. The winning paper is Structural and Stratigraphic Correlations Across the Burro Negro Fault Zone, northeastern margin of the Maracaibo Supergiant Basin. The author is David Contreras, University of Texas at Austin. Congratulations once again to all the winners and the participants.
Great. And now we're going to be handing out our Best U.S. and International Student Chapters Award. And Rod Nelson, who is the VP of Communications for Schlumberger, is going to be doing that. Oh. Actually, I think we're going to switch up and we're going to take just a couple minutes to hear a few words from the Will Green, who is the president of AAPG.
Hello, everyone. I wish I were a student again because you guys have a lot more fun. But I want to congratulate the student chapters who just received awards. And I understand we now have 168 student chapters. 85 of them are outside of the USA and 83 are within the country. And we've added 11 new chapters this year. That means since July 1st. That's our fiscal year start. And there's one more that's in the process of application. That's at the University of Kuwait. So students are gravitating back into geoscience, and we're certainly pleased about that because you guys are the future of the petroleum business, environmental business, and geoscience as it may be applied. So we're happy that enrollment is increasing, and we appreciate all of you in student chapters, and I want you to concentrate when you become an industry person to continue your membership in AAPG, and I wish you the very best in your careers.
Thanks, Will. Okay, so now we are going to have Rod Nelson with Schlumberger come up and present the Best U.S. and International Student Chapters Awards.
Thank you. So it's my pleasure to present 2 awards to the outstanding student chapters. As Will said, the student chapters are the cornerstone of AAPG, so we're very happy to support them. The first award goes to the International Student Chapter of the Year, and that is the University of Pajajaran in Indonesia. And I understand somebody from University of Indonesia is here to pick up the award. Okay, and the domestic award goes to the University of Utah.
Okay, we have one more award before we're going to take a short break. So if everyone could just quiet down and be patient for just a minute. Our last award is a very special award that we give out. It's not going to necessarily go to a student. In fact, it's not going to go to a student. But what it's the Jim Hartman Service to Students Award, and it's awarded to a person that has gone above and beyond the call of duty in the name of students over the years. And we are going to have Bill Houston, who is the manager of the AAPG Student Focus Committee, come up and award that.
The Jim Hartman Award is named for Jim Hartman, who's widely considered to be kind of the patriarch of AAPG's student chapter program. It's awarded in recognition of long-term support of AAPG student members and significant contributions to the education and professional development of young geoscientists. Two interesting little pieces of information. The first student chapter field trip was run out of San Antonio in 1984. San Antonio also is now the only city that has conducted 4 student chapter field trips, which is why it's my distinct honor to call Bob Clark to the podium, the man who's been running field trips for AAPG students for 24 years. I'd like to read you the citation that I was very privileged to get to write with the help of some of my student chapter colleagues on the committee. In 1984, the first AAPG student chapters field trip was conducted under the guidance of Bob Clark. At that time, Bob was a charter member of the Student Chapters Committee and recognized that young geoscientists need to be afforded, can you quiet down please? Young geoscientists need to be afforded a technical and applied education, experiential learning opportunities, and the prospect of formative professional development. In his subsequent 24 years of organizing student field trips and events, Bob has done no less than to shape the education, inspiration, and aspirations of hundreds of young geoscientists. For over 2 decades, he has been an ardent proponent of AAPG student programs and has been an ever-present and influential member of the Student Chapters Committee. Through it all, he continues to lead fantastic field trips and fulfills his role as a mentor to both students and his AAPG peers. Through his labors, perseverance, and dedication, Bob is the embodiment of an AAPG student champion. Congratulations to Bob for winning this year's award.
Bill wanted me to come over here and get a picture taken, so I decided, no, we're going to say a couple of words over here. It's been my pleasure and my fun to at least help organize the field trips for the student chapter since 1984. And this year is the 25th year that we've run field trips for students, all the way from some places in Southern California, even one out of the Atlanta area one time back way, maybe in 85 or 6 or something like that. But all over where we have, gone out and reconnoitered crew boats to go down the Mississippi River to get really muddy down at South Pass, and to standing in the fault zone at the San Andreas Fault in Southern California about 3 or 4 times out there. So it's been my pleasure to be able to obtain superb field trip leadership in the technical sense to take students out for these past 25 years. And so, Bill, thank you very much for this honor. Is this intermission time? Okay, you go do that. Okay.
Great. Thanks, everyone, for your attention and patience throughout that. And what we're going to do is take about a 10-minute break right now, and then I'm going to hand over the microphone to Connie Mongold, who is going to award the Imperial Barrel Awards.
Well, hello, everybody. I need to ask a favor. If you're quiet for the next 15 minutes, you can be as loud as you want after that. But but I have some things I need to announce, and it's this Imperial Barrel Award thing, and I think there are some people out there that are going to want to hear this. But first, Will Green is here to say a few words. So would you welcome Will Green, AAPG President?
Thank you, Connie, and welcome to the Imperial Barrel Award reception and announcement of the winners. Speaking for the AAPG Executive Committee, we are very pleased with the way this program has progressed this year, with 35 teams competing at the region and section level and 12 here in San Antonio. So I was the one who appointed Connie as chair of this committee, and she has met all of my expectations. I want to congratulate her and the entire committee that helped put this program together. And I look forward to meeting all the members of the winning team, and I don't know who you are, but I want to meet you later this evening. Good luck.
Thank you, Will. Thank you, everybody, for your patience and for your quietness. I love this. Well, first, I'd like to take the opportunity to recognize the 12 teams that competed here. Now, if you're sitting in the audience, stand up and wave because everybody else is standing and they're going to need to know who you are. So I'm going to announce the name of the school, the advisor, and the local coordinator. So please, when I announce your school, stand up and wave and receive a little bit of a quick applause, please. So from the Africa region, we have the Federal University of Technology, Akure, Nigeria. The advisor is John Ojo. And the local coordinator was Kunliata Sita. For the Asia Pacific region, we have University of Indonesia, advisor Abdul Harris, and local coordinator Joe Lambiazi. Woohoo! From the Canada region, we have the University of Alberta, advisor Murray Gingra, and the local coordinator is Warren Workman. Please stand up and wave. For the eastern section, we have West Virginia University, advisor Tim Carr, local coordinator Lee Avery. From the European region, we have the University of Leoben, Austria, advisor Reinhard Sachsenhofer, local coordinator Steve Veal. Yeah. We also have two other European teams, and those would be the University of Aberdeen, advisor Colin North, and the originator of this, the Imperial College London, with the advisors Howard Johnson and Shashi Luther. Well, all right then. Now we have the Gulf Coast section, University of Louisiana at Lafayette, advisor Brian Locke, and local coordinator Tony Kaludje. And did you get that, local coordinator Tony Kaludje? Okay, Mid-Continent section, University of Oklahoma, advisor Roger Slatt. And forgive me, the coordinator for the Mid-Continent was Tony Kaludje. For the Gulf Coast, it was Ken Nemeth. Forgive me. Yay, guys! For the Pacific section, we have San Diego State University, advisor Rob Mellers, local coordinator Morgan Sullivan. Rocky Mountain section, Colorado School of Mines, advisor Steve Sonnenberg, local coordinator Steve Sonnenberg and Rondi And last but certainly not least, we have the Southwest section, Texas Christian University, Advisor John Breyer, Local Coordinator Jeff Jones. And I'd like to say a big note of thanks to the advisors to these schools. Without your support and help, these students would never have gotten through this project, and sleeping no nights and working weekends. Thank you guys for helping your students pull through this. Yay, advisors. And yay, local coordinators. If you hadn't done the work to put the local competition together, we wouldn't have 12 teams here competing. So yay, local coordinators. Alrighty, I have a few more people to honor, and those are our sponsors for the global competition. And those would be at the gold level, Maersk Oil, who provided a judge by the name of Gordon Smith. Yay, Maersk, Gordon Smith. And judges, would you please wave if you're here? And people, they may have those Kevlar vests on, so I think they're good. All right, for Shell Oil, we have Eric Mason, gold sponsor. Silver sponsor is the University of Texas Austin Bureau of Economic Geology. Thank you. Bronze sponsors, and guys, if you would, just hang on and wait until I finish the sponsors and the judges' names before you applaud, and it'll go a little quicker. At the bronze level, we have Devon, whose judge was Adam Seichik, and Canna, John Deary. ExxonMobil provided a judge coordinator in Lori Suma. Hess provided a judge, Nigel Paget. We have a bronze sponsor in RPS Energy, as well as Schlumberger, who provided judge John Dribus. At the copper level, we have Era Energy that provided judge Cynthia Huggins, Anadarko, ConocoPhillips, who provided judge Jerry Spetsaris, Swift Energy, who provided judge Bonnie Milne, and Wagner and Brown. We also had judge coordinator Jim Hill from Bankers Petroleum. So please give a round of applause to our sponsors and their judges. And I'd just like to let you know that those of you students who were in the Saturday judging portion of our program, the judges are here and they do have some of their comment sheets with them. So if you have questions, please seek them out kindly. Okay, I'd like to thank one last group before I do the announcing of the awards, and that would be my committee. First of all, I'd like to thank Steve Veal, Howard Johnson, and Chris Jackson, who are our technical dataset subcommittee. Woo-hoo! Mike Malenik and Carol McGowan, who are AAPG staff members who do really most of the work. Thank them. Yay. Steve Sonnenberg, who's the head of our sponsorship subcommittee. Yay, Steve. Sandra Shemansky of Chevron, who's the head of our judging committee. Yay. We have other committee members, Kay Pitts, Helen Cromie, Charlie Hamilton, Bob Smith, and new additions, John Dribus and Karen Glazer. So yay to the committee. Woohoo! Without their hard work, we wouldn't be here. So good job, committee. So now I'm actually going to get to the awards. What I'd like you to do, the teams that I'm going to announce, come up here to my left, enter the stage to the left, march that way, and get your medals from the airline hostesses that are behind me. Are you ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? Ooh, it got awfully quiet. This is great. Okay. In sixth place, and remember we had 12 teams competing, so we had 6 teams that went to the final round on Saturday. Sixth place, we have University of Louisiana Lafayette. Yeah, woohoo! I've got to say, folks, is if you made it here, you're a winner at your local, at your region and sectional level. So these guys are some of the top schools in the world. Hey, you can't beat that. All right. Are you ready for fifth place? Okay, fifth place we have West Virginia University. Woohoo! All right. And guys, I have to tell you, it was a very, very close thing. The judges were arm wrestling there to the end. Whew. I'm glad I wasn't in the room. But I heard from all the judges that they were suitably impressed by the presentations that these students offered. It was amazing to see some of the creativity and just the classy presentations that they put forth. These are very polished people. So please congratulate them again. Here we go. We're up to fourth place. Dun, 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 dun. We have the University of Alberta. All right, we're coming down to the wire. And for the next group of teams, first through third, what I'd like for you to do is when you come up on stage, please pose here for a picture. Our photographer is going to want to immortalize you. So did you get that? When I announce your name, come up to the left, receive your medals, receive your trophy, receive your, I think there's a fake check or two that you get to pose beside, and stand here for a photograph. All right, are we ready, folks? And for number 3, we have Texas Christian University. Yes. Congratulations, Texas Christian. Woohoo!
Might want to see them out too. We're good.
No, I'm sorry. I forgot to tell you that the check was for $5,000 to go to their department. That was the third place prize. Well, and for second place, the prize is $10,000 to go to the department. What? He's calling me a control freak. I don't think I like that. I think I'm done. Okay. All right. Are you ready for team number 2? The second place team goes, or second place trophy, $10,000 and medals go to Imperial College London. Guys. Guys, love you. Love you, please. Let Imperial have their moment. Let Imperial have their moment, please. Woohoo! Okay. Can I get you to quiet back down? Please, please. Hang on here. Remember, all these teams are fantastic. Let's let Imperial have their moment. This is a big honor. And see, they even look good. How's that? So congratulations to Imperial College London. Wow. Okay, great job, guys. Thank you guys for quieting down, but I'm assuming that won't last long. So I guess that means I'm up to the first place team, and they will get $20,000 that will go to their department. They'll get this nice big trophy. They'll get some medals, and I guess bragging rights for a year. And then, you know, we're going to hope that we see some of these teams back next year, and maybe more of the schools that haven't gotten a team in the Imperial Barrel Award. Come talk to us. I'm wearing red for a reason. You can't miss me. Okay, here we go. And let's welcome our first place team, the University of Oklahoma.
Congratulations. No problem.
All right, guys. Good looking photo op up here. Look at this. Woohoo! Our first place team, the University of Oklahoma. Woohoo!